Anyway, I can't stand here all day doing this. This is ridiculous. This has got to be a Tom job. Moments like this, I just sort of shake my head. P.X chocolate.
Yeah, it's enough bitterness.
Is that right? Oh, okay. Well, anyway, I don't know who it was that night that I slept with, but I thought it was you, Adrian. 29th of April, it's just gone midday. Really nice weather today. So nice, in fact, that I put my short sleeve top on and I put my shorts on. I could tell I've lost a bit of weight because when I put my shorts on, normally, you know, they're very snug and the belt is more for look than it is for function. And I suddenly realised I had to tighten my belt right up, and there's so much of it now, I've had to double it up. So that's all is well. So, cousin Michael, I can't wait to see you in your shorts. But nice present has come in the post. We've got Felix Allard from Queensland in Australia has sent me depths for each of the guys on the drills, etc., to see how deep the seed is. So really kind of him to have done that, and very, very grateful. Don't often get a present from Australia, so very kind. Thank you very much, Felix. I appreciate it. And I'll give those to the guys. Better for me having to walk around with my meter walking stick, which I noticed somebody put a sort of a cheeky comment on, which I won't repeat, but it did make me chuckle. So, cracking on today. Spraying, all 4 sprayers are out. They're all getting on. They're 23s, the sort of cut-off temperature, so we're not there today. Looks like tomorrow will be. So they're getting on well. They look like they're going to be finished tomorrow. What is Wednesday? They'll be done for the week, and then we're waiting for the next lot of chemicals. So we're well and truly on it. This weather, what it has done, it's enabled us to be able to not have the off days of spraying. We've been able to get it done, so we're turning the spraying around in 3 days now, and then we're parked up, so we're completely boss of the job, which is good. And then we're going to get on with a bit of power harrowing and some track levelling and start pulling up a track that we've been using to get rid of the soil and get that grass seeded. Now the grass situation is pretty drastic. Tom has resorted on times that he's waiting for me to appear to say something. He started watering the grass, and he's got a little sprinkler from Maddening Mulch just up the road so that he can sort of keep moving it about. But it's really getting quite serious now. Need a bit of rain at night. I always say at night, I don't like it in the day. But lovely weather, and as I saw everybody had their shorts out this morning, I thought I'd better join them, otherwise I'm going to be the only one with white legs. So, right, let's crack on. You know, things are bad when you suddenly have to get the hose pipe out and start watering the grass I rolled. Trying to make it good. And before anybody asks, we are on a meter, so I am paying for the water. But, anyway, hopefully this will look good. But I need to go and find the sprinkler. It's not often we have to do this sort of thing, even though it's called dry drayton. There are, most of the time in my career, it's been anything but dry. But looking back at the last 10 years worth of harvest records, interestingly, 2015 was when we had the best recorded yield, probably in my career to date. And ever since then, there's always been a sort of either a wet event, which has prevented us from getting on drilling early, which then has in turn had a knock-on effect to yield, or more so, interestingly, has been the May-June time when there's been extreme periods of heat, which would effectively have closed down the yield potential, because the plant's, one for a better word, gone down into, you know, in an emergency mode of trying for survival. And then we've had a couple of years where we've had no sunlight at all, and this is quite an interesting point, because I notice in the papers they're talking about interfering with the weather and trying to cut the sunlight down. Well, obviously growing plants, we require the sunlight, and when we don't have the sunlight, A, we don't get the yield, and secondly, we don't get the bushel weights on the wheat, for example, and the proteins and other issues like that. So actually the thought of them suddenly interfering geoengineering for the sunlight basically the cloud cover actually quite frightens me, and what the knock-on effect that's going to be to arable agriculture or even grass production for livestock. I think that unfortunately farming could in turn become the scapegoat of geoengineering and what they're proposing to do. I can't even believe that it's a serious consideration. And so the yield often is dictated either at the beginning, which I always think is 60%, which is when you drill it, of the yield, and then the remainder is generally in that May, June time, pre-harvest, when actually you've got grain filling going on. And because we typically start combining end of June down here in Cambridge, and by the first week or so of July we would be really into barley by then. So we're quite early, probably 2 weeks earlier than what my career would have been 30 years ago. And the knock-on effect is that I think that's basically putting two hands behind your back. Not so warm today, it's 21 degrees. Tomorrow's 23. I think we might even have a 25 this week. We're going to have to stop spraying above 23. So they're getting this next bay in. They weren't here yesterday, but they're getting this done, and then feels like we're slowly making progress as they get further down. And Chris has been working on the wall there. Currently Chris is working over here. He's got his shorts on now. He says it's warm enough to get his legs out and get a tan on. There's no end of shorts. P.X shorts have appeared today, and they should be on the shop now for you guys to enjoy them as well. Now the weather's come right. Tom, did you get it to work? Yes, he's nodding, that's good. So they are on there. And yeah, so they're just getting the water pipe in, get that buried and get a manhole in to fill up the tank. Then we've got to just connect up onto that into the spray store and put the upstands up. So then we'll actually have water to that. We're nearly getting to the stage that we'll be able to move the chemical stores. And then Glyn's had a track come off on a digger where they were loading. Oh, this chap here, Matthew Watson, he sent a message actually on Twitter, said they were coming down today. So there was another chap gave him a bit of stick on it, said he was the wrong colour, wasn't allowed to come on, but there he is. So Matthew Watson's here collecting feed wheat, I believe. And then we've got quite a lot of our lorries which are currently bringing in milling wheat, and they're filling up the store. And then, yeah, it's a hive of activity. We'll go and have a look at this digger which has spun a track off. It's knocked a lot of time out of the game, but we are making progress. So the new Bowser's had an injury. They've gone and caught it going through a dip to get into one field from another and caught that. Unfortunately, it's a one piece. It's all integral part of the... So we've got to try and strip the lights off and try and bend that back, but it will never look the same. There are moments like this. It's about a month old or something. There's moments like this I just sort of shake my head. Is this a vegetable patch? Is this for vegetables?
Okay.
Carrots? So the pigeons are getting worse, Freddie's saying, but he needs to start chasing the pigeons at 4 o'clock. So, yeah. So when I stand here, it doesn't look like we're making any progress at all. But we've piped this bit of ditch, we've just filled that in with soil there. We're going to curb up alongside it. So that's going to be part of the grass, that's going to be curbed coming down there. This will then get stripped back and concreted, and then we'll start coming round here. So just going to get the water main sorted first, then they can start putting the concrete walls around. All the soil, so there's an enormous pile of soil. I mean, there was thousands and thousands of tons here. That's now up there at the top of the mound, so I can go back and get any topsoil I need for future tidying up around the place. And then we've got the stone here, which we're just going to start screening, but unfortunately the track's come off the tractor, the digger rather. So on the back of the track, it's just started to come off. It's on the front still, which is good. But of course, he's tracked up on top of this to load this into the screener, and then it's come off. So it's like possibly one of the worst places it could have done it. And so we've tried to get it back on ourselves, and we haven't succeeded. So we've got James coming out, who knows better how to sort it. So we'll wait for him to turn up and get that done. So they can't screen that currently. And then we've got Mark, who's bringing loads of stone back. It's all now been crushed. So yeah, we're making small progress. So there's seven guys here doing this concrete, and the guy looked down on his hands and knees, working hard there, troweling the outside. He's the boss of the team. He owns the business. It's quite an operation laying concrete. And we're getting the next bay ready, then Chris comes in and starts just adding a bit of stone. You can see the height difference, because there's quite a bit of a slope here to marry it in with the bottom as well. We're having to crank it back down to have a bit of a slope so we don't have a step, especially where the lorries, look, the boys are cleaning the lorries. So Matthew's there. Is he teaching you what to do, Martin?
No.
Is he giving you instruction, telling you how to do it?
I'm supervising.
Oh, you're supervising?
Yeah, good supervisor.
This looks nice, Matthew.
Sorry?
This looks nice.
It kills the boredom, doesn't it?
Yeah. Got their inspection. So what we're going to do for the open day, they have an annual inspection. And we're going to get, I'm trying to find a way that we can do it on the phones for everybody. So you go round and then you will determine who's got the cleanest lorry, and whoever gets it then gets the prize, and they get quite a cash incentive, the lorry driver. So hopefully you guys will all be the vote who's got the smartest lorry, and they're all the same age. So there's no excuses. It's just down to pure effort. I think I'm right in saying this. I'm sure I'm right in saying there's 380 tables going in here. I think it's 386 tables going in here for everybody to have lunch. I'm sure that's right, 386. That's a lot of tables, isn't it? You can imagine it. So everybody comes in, goes down the middle, takes their tables, goes all the way down. So this has come on demonstration. This has come via TNS. James Seeger, who is our local area rep, he's brought this out. This is Manitou's own demonstrator, I believe. So an 850. They say this is equivalent to the JCB 560, which ours is 6 ton, and this, well, that number would, in my mind, suggest 8 metre out, 5 metre lift, but we'll see how it performs. They do a 6 ton one, but I don't think they've got one. But it'll give us a general gist as a comparative. We got the Manitou cherry picker, and we like that. And that's a really nice piece of kit. So we thought we'd try the Manitou forklift, see how we get on. We've been JCB all of my career. But we've had a price in for JCB, and we've been offered this to try, so we're going to try this and just see the forklift. What generally like to do is change the ones on the grain store sort of every 4 years, because he's doing about 2,000 hours a year, and then we denote that to the farm, and then the grain store gets another new one. So want to see how this goes. So we're not allowed to use this today because they're coming tomorrow to set it up and make sure they're happy with it. But Tom, just have a quick look in the cab so people can see what it looks like basically. I mean, I've had to climb in, and it's a smart looking bit of kit. You can tell Tom is not into machinery because he just sort of looks at it and then wanders off, whereas any real farmer that likes machinery is in it, looking everywhere, wants to touch and play with every button. I mean, that's my sort of great love, is machinery. I think that's what first of all, would have attracted me to arable farming. And then secondly, you then start to get interested in growing other crops and then growing the yields. I don't know if the solar's dirty or not, but it hasn't been there a year yet, but we'll just go and see how well it's doing this last week with this nice weather, how much it's earning. The export tariff that came in last month was pretty poor. It was like £300, something like that. It wasn't exciting at all. So it's a good indication of daylight and how well it's doing, which in relation, you know, I'm sure Michael will talk about how they turn that into, you know, crops absorbing all that energy and that light. And if you have a poor solar year, you have a poor yield year. So we'll have a look to see what it's doing. Gordon's got it on his computer here and he can look at it, any faults or what it's doing per day. Why, what's happened?
Tony's chocolate, have you tried that?
Whose?
Tony's.
Who's Tony?
What's the brand? I mean,
Oh,
Tony?
right. I thought you mean
It's
it
not
was
a new
an
venture for you to go into.
P.X chocolate.
Yeah, it's enough bitterness.
Is that right? Oh, okay. Why are you eating chocolate, Gordon? Is it
You
weakness?
said I was doing so well last week.
Oh, right. Oh, right. Yeah, hold on. You told me, but I didn't give you enough praise.
Yeah,
So I
well-
gave you praise, and then you fell off the wagon.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. So you want me to say that you're looking a bit bigger this week, and then that will
Just
motivate
ignore
you.
me completely.
Come on, tell me the solar. Just remind me
so
again.
red is what you've used,
Yes.
but not covered by
And then it's
solar.
gone into green.
Green is what you've covered with.
So this is a perfect situation for us.
and then that's what you've over.
Because I mean, you're constantly static on your demand at the moment, running that cleaner, aren't you? 24 hours a day.
55 kilowatts.
Yeah, that's why you want something at night. Where have you been today? Southminster.
Southminster, yeah.
And how many lorries went down?
3.
All together?
No, yes, well, Mark was there before us.
Yeah.
And then I spoke with the farmer yesterday. He said, have 8 because I've got 2 more lorries before you.
Okay.
And the distance between the farm and another farm is 20 minutes
Okay.
on a load, and that's why.
Oh, right, yeah.
But it's pretty much not really easy access. It was very tight, but it's, you know, you can easily drive.
So
through.
is it feed wheat or milling wheat?
It's a milling wheel.
Okay, good. And then are you going back down there or are you going somewhere else?
No, right now I'm going to head to Ongar.
Okay,
And from Ongar, if I'm good with time, means no traffic,
Yeah.
at Wellingborough.
okay, good.
Waitrose.
Well, fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Oh, we don't make money losing money, do we?
Hopefully not.
Yeah.
Hopefully make money.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to lose money in those days.
No. Well, good. I hope you have a good day. And the sun's
Thank you.
shining.
It is. Like I said, we need rain.
My
but-
first lorry didn't have aircon. Actually, about my first 4 lorries didn't have
No,
aircon.
your first lorry had no aircon, had no man in it, and it would break down after a couple, half an hour driving.
The
or something like that?
first
There you
drive
go.
down the A14.
I
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
He was so excited about it. I don't know why, but he was, saying those things. You know?
Yeah. Bad luck.
Well, not really.
Oh no,
around.
no. The first journey was bad luck.
Yeah,
is
unfortunately
what I
it was
meant.
bad
Sorry.
luck, yeah.
But no, these are good. You like the Volvo, don't you?
The air conditioning is good.
Is it?
Yeah, but you remember those days when we had 45 degrees and we've been dealing with oats? Air conditioning couldn't take that.
Right.
Was now we had full aircon on.
We weren't combining, were we?
We did,
Yeah.
but we stopped because we had. You remember we had that guy Ryan? He was the big head of the dealing with the combining, and he was like, okay, we have to stop now because the temperature is so
Yeah.
high. We stop, then carry on for a
Yeah.
couple more minutes. It was pretty good. He was pretty good as well.
Yeah. Well, it was very dusty.
But it was very dusty and it was
Yeah.
very hot. Yeah. But it was good.
Freddie and Raymond have got this now done. Trying to constantly push things into a corner. Chris was up there sorting out the water, etc. Then going to start building the wall around the outside. And we've got quite an operation going on here. So we've got Glyn on the digger loading. They've got the track back on. James Green came down, he's put the track back on. So they're loading up the stuff, getting rid of that, cleaning the stone here. This has all come back. This is what was crushed, but I didn't want so much down in it. I wanted a bit less down, so we're just running it back through. Got the screener running again, and then we've got the nice clean stone there. just got this bit of topsoil to move. Slowly just starting to make an improvement. Actually realise how big an area it is when you haven't got all that soil there. Surprising how big it is. Pete's busy burning his what do you call it? Hedge trimmings that he's getting off the hedges. So he's just tidying them up. Nice. Yeah, I love it when there's a bit of activity like this. Lots of people, lots of energy, lots of enthusiasm. All because the sun's come out. It's amazing what difference happens when the sun comes out. I think people go up about 2 gears. That's it. Come on, Dane Edmer.
We have to take them off now.
No, definitely. These are Dane Edmer glasses.
They are, right. I'll give you that. I noticed that before.
You're going to chuckle now.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Poor guy, you know, he's probably going to be really embarrassed.
He is. He's so young. He'll have to Google who Dame Edmer is.
Do you know who Dame Edmer is? Oh, he does, yeah. Oh, I'm not the first to say that. Then, oh, well, okay. So here we are. We've got Oliver's and JCB are here, looking at where their stand's going, and they're actually talking about whether they're going to have a demonstration plot to do something out in the field, which is fine by us. We're delighted that they want to do that. So we've got Tim from JCB and Alex from Oliver's. How long have you been with Oliver's?
6 years next month.
Oh, right, okay. Well, I've only just met you. You've not allowed him out.
No, we don't let him out, James.
And Adrian, now I've known Adrian for...
since I had shorts.
Now, I'm going to guess it's going to be in the 90s, you know.
It is,
and I'm going to guess
James.
it's about 95, maybe earlier.
It's around that 95.
So you were in Hertfordshire St Albans John Farmers,
That's
weren't you?
correct, yes.
And so we used to always get together in all the various things. And then I even saw you in Australia.
You didn't actually, James.
I
No,
did,
that was my
didn't I?
younger brother.
Stop it. It was you, it's definitely you. It was in Coogee Bay, in the Coogee Bay Hotel in Sydney.
It wasn't, James.
Come on, it was.
I'm not going to admit to that.
Seriously?
No. Yeah. No.
I don't believe you. Well, anyway, I don't know who it was that night that I slept with, but I thought it was you, Adrian. Anyway, you can't put that in, Tom.
So you'll have to,
Because you can't put that in.
Just cut that one out. Yeah.
He'll put me at ransom now, won't
Yeah, he
he?
will. Yes, yeah.
So, Adrian, you've been supplying us now for JCB forklifts for a long time, haven't
A long
you?
time, 20 odd years.
And
yeah.
so we're currently under the quote process again, aren't we?
We
For
certainly
the
are.
They are 560 again, isn't
560, yeah.
it? Yeah, it hasn't changed.
Agri Extra or
So we've got
Pro.
some at nearly 12,000 hours, and I think we're going to let the oldest one go, the 2012.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Very
good. So
sensible.
you guys, you're dealing with Simon now to work out where your plot's going to be and what you're going to bring.
We are, yeah, very excited. I think it's going to
Yeah.
be a great event.
7 weeks. It can't. Every time I see
Can't
him, he
be
tells
7
me how
weeks.
long.
7 weeks.
Is that all
7
it
weeks
is?
tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's frightening because that makes you realise how close harvest is.
Yes.
Because we've actually got to harvest some barley for the car park.
Of you, yes. Yeah.
So we're going to be harvesting early. So quick update on the open day. Started to get it on the website so everybody can see what's happening. So getting a bit of sort of flesh on it now. So the main sponsors, we've got Oxbury and Horsch and ourselves. They're the title sponsors who are the main sponsors helping put this together. Then we go down to the platinum sponsors, and we've got Agri, Chaveries, Viterra, Class and Mans. They're working together on this as a local dealer. Fent with Martin Hamer and Ed Dannett. And then we've got Frontier. That's their new logo, and they've just launched where they're now using that across all of their brands. And then we've got Spaldings. And to go down to gold sponsors, please, Kate. Then we've got Anglia Farmers, BWT. BWT's giving a talk on tyre pressures and things. We've got Charles and Dean here. We've done videos with them with finance. Got Cheffins. They're very kindly letting us use their pickup truck with the speakers on to go around for the outside demos. Grange Machinery. They do all the leg frames that we use in controlled traffic farming, also the bean drill, which will be here. Henry Roth, who does all of our baling in CTF and etc. So he plays a big role in our business. He's going to show his operation. Lodi, they're doing it here. They do all the chemical spraying and things in store for to try and control bugs, etc. Marshall's Land Rover, where I'll get my car from, and Marden, they're going to do a demonstration on how to compact the waste, whether it's cardboard or plastic, and you can actually then get money for that as opposed to it being a cost. Oliver Lampower, who are supplying us with JCBs, and so they're going to have a stand. S&A, they build all of our buildings and have done now since about, I think, 2009. Severn Trent Water, they're supplying us with the sewage sludge, sewage cakes, so they're here with a stand to show the benefits of that. Terry Birch, TWB, who's rebuilding, should we say, the Rex's Twin from a 10 metre to a 12 metre. He assures me that it will be ready. So, and then we've got the welding in Ireland here, where they came and did a demonstration with the guys and taught them how to do welding from beginners and more experienced people. So he's a great guy, so he can help with that and training. William Morfitt's doing a demonstration on drainage, putting land drainage in the ground. They're going to do a live demonstration. Yagro, which is looking at chemical input prices, etc., and benchmarking. So they're here, so they'll be really interesting people to go and talk to. And then we go down. I missed it, sorry, Kate. Was it Silver? Right, sorry, Silver. We've got ADAS here, so John Gadsby, he's going to talk in the spray store about the chemical shed and how we designed it and the legalities around that and the drainage within it. We've got SAS Land Services who are here doing the drone flying as part of that. Highland Water, so that's Sandy's father who works there, supplied us with Highland Water. Now, Raymond got told off yesterday because he went and helped himself to your lunch water. So I had to slap his hand. And then, I don't know who this one is, Tom. Is that the same? Okay, it's the same logo. Lantra, so Lantra are going to be here doing a talk. That's on the training that's available for farming. And then we've got Cheshire Dairy Cows here, so that is supplying the ice cream. So this is fantastic. And milkshakes, sorry, yeah. So I think you're going to really enjoy that at lunchtime. And that's big effort for him coming down, bringing a refrigeration van and everything and giving everybody ice cream from their dairy herd up in Cheshire. Then you've got Trinity Ag. They're going to be here talking about the carbon aspect, so you can liaise with them and seeing what the future is going to be with carbon. Limex, who we use for P correction, part of the sugar beet empire. At the NFU, David Exwood and his team will be here because David will be part of the panel discussion in the conference. RTK Farming, they supply us with all of the signals for us to be able to do controlled traffic farming and all of our machinery across the fields. So they'll show you the network they do across the country. And then Tilly Trailer, Jane's going to be part of the health and safety talk on the maintenance of MOTs, which isn't a legal requirement, but they're offering effectively the MOT standard for agriculture, which we fully embrace. And then bronze, we come down to the compressors. So these guys here are down to here. These ones here are all on the Spalding stand. So they're going to be on the Spalding stand and they're going to have all of their bits and bobs that they sell. We use this brand, for example, for all of our grease guns and torque wrenches and things like that. Pro Data, so they supply us with all the weather stations. We've got 3 weather stations, one in Links, one in Hertfordshire and one in Cambridge. So that's so the guys know whether to go there or not if it's rained. Fire Stick, who we did a video with, they're going to be here where they do the fire extinguishers as well as the fire sticks. And then we got the Tigris, and Tigris are on the stand with Spaldings as well. So they've got quite a big stand at one end so they can demonstrate all of this. Kate, would you be kind enough? Oh, my charity. So, want to give some money off this event, as you've all been so gracious in supporting this, and also all of these great sponsors have put their hand in the pocket and helped us put this day on. So we're going to also give not free money. We're going to, can't speak. Well, I suppose it is free money when you think about it because it's charitable. But anyway, we're going to give these 3 money. That's what I meant to say. So the Worship Company of Farmers, I did the course and also I've been on court and I'm really proud to be part of that outfit where they're gifting money and opportunities to people in agriculture and helping. I was on Henman Brooks committee where they were helping young people. RABI helping people who are in different place and they need some assistance, and the Nuffield Farming. They'll have a stand here, all 3 of them, to be able to talk to them. But Nuffield effectively changed my life. So after the morning conference, there are afternoon tickets available. So this is where Other people can now come. The tickets are live. You can buy the tickets. You can come and basically enjoy us for the rest of the afternoon, where you see all the live demonstrations, and you're going to be able to go around all the stands and meet all the sponsors and all the people which are basically having a relationship with P.X Farms. That's who we've invited. So that's who the sponsors are. And I think you'll have a fantastic afternoon. Hopefully it's lovely weather and the sun pushes on all day, and there'll be food and drink, etc. And should be a good day for all. So get your tickets bought. Anybody that hasn't got the full day, you're still very welcome. We'd be pleased to see you and get involved in the demonstrations. So Tom has been irrigating. He's just come in to tell me that he's managed to back the Fent and the Bailey Bowser. I'll have to inspect it, but he would argue that it probably can't get damaged anymore. Round, and has been watering the grass while he's been waiting for me. So we get to see whether he's washed it all onto the drive or the grass seed, or whether actually he'll now say that all this beautiful grass across there is all down to him. Some questions which have come in. The water coming off the roofs, that will get done part of the second stage of the roof, because we will be able to plumb in, but at the moment it's all being plumbed into a central tank system in the yard, and then that will get pumped up into the holding tank. So that is currently underway, and we are also going to look to design a holding tank situation for washing nozzles and emptying spray tanks into a 50-metre long trough, one for a better word, that then gets pumped up into tanks, and then go through a biofilter, and then go through a drip line irrigation system. So we're currently designing that, working with D&H Direct, John Gadsby at ADAS, and we'll do the concreting work design and etc. ourselves. So that should be good. And yeah, the sun is interesting. That's going to look good this week, and that's obviously, we're now actually in credit, one for a better word, with the solar. It'll be interesting to see what John Watson says, reference the battery, see if we can get a bit of an uptake on how he thinks the battery's going to do between now and the open day, whether we're going to need batteries or not. And yes, Paul, who's a regular commenter on here, I think he's impressed with the drone, but he probably thinks his slug pelleter was cheaper, but we'll see what happens when the grass comes up, if it's worked out well. But thanks ever so much for the questions. Keep subscribing. Remember, it's not free. It's nothing like the subscription. Sorry, it is free. I meant that, Tom. I got caught out on the charity question earlier. It is free. Sorry, it is free. So please subscribe. It's quite funny watching Tom on the other side of the camera. If I say anything which is probably a bit racy or an entrepreneur, he sort of get this look if it comes up. So he's sort of a good benchmark of whether I said something naughty. But thanks ever so much, everybody. Look forward to seeing you on Sunday. Take care. All the best. Bye-bye.